and welcome to another episode of Brooklyn's World. In this episode, I'm going to go over my journey of going through a pain management clinic because pain is something that I experience every day. I never know when I'm going to get pain, what has caused it, how long will it last for, or what the intensity will be. Part of my lupus diagnosis was based on the rash and the pain that I had in my hands. A few months after my lupus was getting under control, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia because I was getting generalised pain in random places all over my body, which had absolutely nothing wrong with them. Over time, I was given 8 different medications to try, but only one of them seemed to do me any good, and that was to reduce the burning sensation that I would get on my limbs. The rest gave me terrible side effects that I was not prepared to live with. One doctor wrote me a referral to a pain management clinic in the public hospital system. And you know what? Here is the referral, and it is dated the 15th of December 2017. It is now January 2021, and I have not heard a word from them. From then, I really just had to put up with the pain because doctors and specialists really didn't know what to do with me. I have been to a fibromyalgia clinic and they were able to give me an alternate medication, which I was so happy to try because I'd heard so much about it. But after 2 days, the side effects kicked in, so I had to stop it. Then I just went back to putting up with the pain. My pain is consistently in my hands, feet, stomach and back. When I went through some cognitive behaviour therapy that was recommended through the fibromyalgia clinic, the person that I was speaking to gave me the name of a private pain management clinic. She said maybe I should give this a go. Maybe they would have some alternate medications or alternate therapies. I decided to go for this suggestion. What did I have to lose? I went and got a referral from my GP and then sent that off. And within what only seemed like a week, I got a call and I had an appointment. I couldn't believe that it was that fast, but there's always a catch. It's quite pricey. The doctor that I saw was wonderful. He went through all of the medications I've tried and pretty much said, yep, you've gone through all the usual ones. So then it was time for some different approaches. He came up with 3 options for me. The first one was ketamine lozenges. The second, CBD oil. The third, a pain neuromodulator. But if there was any consideration of the neuromodulator, because I already had 2 that are implanted into me for my interstitial cystitis, he wasn't sure if there would be enough room for, first of all, another neuromodulator to fit somewhere in my body, or if there would be enough room up my spine because the wires from one of my neuromodulators goes pretty much all the way up my spine. So he would have to do a lot of investigation to see if that was an option. After some discussion, we decided that the best course of action for me at this time would be to try CBD oil. I made sure that the prescription that he was writing for me was only for CBD with no THC in it. A few weeks later in the mail, my CBD oil arrived. And it also came with a little card that said, I'm legally allowed to have it. the end, my prescription was written for CBD isolate, as I wanted to ensure that there was no THC in the mix at all. This was because I wanted to make sure that I would be able to drive my car. Whereas if you've got THC, that can be picked up in a drug test, and I didn't want that. I need my car, I need to be able to drive so I can get to all of my appointments. I know that there is some debate out there of people saying that when you use CBD, you need to have some that has THC in it, otherwise it doesn't work. But I can tell you, for me, my own personal experience, it works just fine as it is. Pure CBD oil that's all I need. I started on the lowest dose of the oil with the aim that over the next 4 weeks I would gradually increase the dose. Within the first 2 days of taking the CBD oil, the pain in my feet, ankles and hands had basically disappeared, or was so much more manageable than what it usually was. I am booked in for another type of pain management treatment in about 6 weeks, but at the moment that may not happen exactly in 6 weeks because everything that I'm doing is revolving around my gastroenterologist and my SMAS journey and his threat of giving me a feeding tube. So when I see the gastroenterologist in about 2 weeks, then that will sort of decide which directions I'm going in. If the gastroenterologist wants to be doing extra treatments with me, then that will take priority because that is the most serious thing that's going on with me at the moment. So then that may make this next treatment option for the pain management, that might put that back a little bit. But it's all on the cards, it will happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future. Thank you for watching another episode of Brooklyn's World. All of the support that I've received while doing my YouTube videos has just been amazing, and it's really helped me keep my spirits high. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.